The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-445-1044. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. It's Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 55. You get the NASDAQ off 20. S&Ps are off 6.5. Gold's up 430. You get the silver up 7 cents. And King Dollar's the number, folks. King Dollar's down 1,300 ticks, 96.12. That had done the 0.618 retracement last Thursday. Gave it up on price. We go over and we take a look at King Dollar. Right, we'll start off with King Dollar. What you have with King Dollar out here is that you're coming down with velocity, folks, okay? This is a classic technical setup. Pretty amazing, too. When it hits it, and this baby hit it, folks, right to the T, which is amazing. The T I'm talking about is that if we go from the highs to the lows to the retracement, what you have here is that you happen to be watching Target TV, what you're going to see is that it just banged the 0.618 retracement coming right off that high of the March 13th area down to the lows of May, comes right back up. And then what you have out here today, by the way, folks, is confirmation. It's confirmation that the dollar is going back downtown. You very well may have an ABC structure on the way down inside the dollar. Right now, we're trading out at 96.14. We've already done 62,000 contracts. That is saying we're going to do 100,000 contracts on the way down, which, in fact, is going to confirm how we came off the highs. So when we came off the highs, we did a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way up, well over a 1 to 1 point. Yeah, we did a 1 to 2. We came down, we came off that high, we came off that high with volume. Bottom line is that as this market dollar goes down, you're going to see more pressure on the S&Ps. We go over to the S&Ps. We'll take a look at the E-minis right now. What we have with the E-minis is a replay of yesterday out here. E-minis came down with velocity. We got to a price point out here of, let's see, where we're at 2094. Yesterday, the low was 20. That's interesting, too. Yeah, yes. Let's see. The second. No, okay. So yesterday, the low out there was 2100. We get to 2094 this morning. Well, we actually got there at 440 this morning. It does a counter trend bounce, goes all the way back up to 2109, and guess what? You came right barreling all the way back down. Now what you have, you're going to do a test of the highs up here, and no doubt it's a trader's paradise. That's the way this whole baby is setting up. Inside the Dow Industrials, so let's take a look and say what's the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials, and this is what you have out here. The strength inside the Dow Industrials this morning, you have Caterpillar that's up 60 cents, Boeing is up 76, United Technologies is up 61, and Nike is up 49. Taking it downtown, you got Intel is down 40 cents. We get United Health off of $1.10. Merck is down 57, and Visa is down 50 cents. Inside the NDX 100, what do we have happening? Inside the NDX 100, Wynn Resorts, and that's a dead cat bounce. That's up $2. You had Citrix up $1.12. We got, let's see, Dollar Tree's up 95, and Priceline is up 9.57. Taking it downtown. Oh, it's going to get interesting. Vertex Pharmaceutical is off 289. You have, oh, look at this. Biogen's down 779. This, you got NX Semiconductors is down 213, and American Airlines is down 77. If we go over to the IBB, let's take a look at the IBB, because that's only down 314 right now. You get Biogen's down good. Amgen's not down yet, but the Biogen is a heads up, because what you do have is this, is that you have a structure inside the NASDAQ, which is the biotechs, is that is what can take the NASDAQ apart. Right now, the NASDAQ's only down 15. You see more downward pressure on the biotechs. What you'll end up seeing there is that where is she? That will take the NASDAQ south, and it will take it south very quickly. We go over to the XAU, the HUI. Let's take a look at that. The gold market, I expect what you're going to see out here is going to try to basically make a run out here again today, folks. what we have is this, is that XAU is up 134. We're at a price point of 70.63. Now, the XAU has to make it through 71.11. 71.11, folks, is the low of where it gapped down on the 22nd of May. If we take a look at the HUI, same type of setup. HUI trading at a 167.62. That has to make it by the 170.91 area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks. And, you know, we just may have a high-volume market out here today. We'll get a feel. And let me just... It's going to be close. Right now, you're at 139, which is really not that big a deal. Okay, come on, load them up, baby. Let's see. No, this is... Okay, so check this out. Let me see if I can get this up in another way. This always gets interesting. So watch this, folks. This is kind of interesting. So I have 3 different setups, platforms. And I have a Bloomberg, and of course I got Thinkorswim, and I got eSignal. And what happens is this. This is what's really wild. This is a flaw in Bloomberg. This should never happen on Bloomberg. But I can tell you, this is what ends up happening. If the Bloomberg slows down, what happens is that you got to get ready for some volatility. Because when that happens, most times what comes across is this, is that you have very fast orders that are piling up inside the Bloomberg, and they can't handle it. It's so pretty wild. When that does happen, you get a expansion very quickly. Now, I expect this expansion, let's bring up the S&Ps for a second. I expect the expansion is going to be on the way down. But if you don't get it in the next couple minutes, then there's something else that's going on. But when that happens, it's always a heads up for me, and it's really wild, man, because it's just, you know, you're using that information as a heads up that there's orders that are piling up there, and I have no idea why these operators would even use the Bloomberg to go through, because I don't use it as an execution platform. It's not even close. Thinkorswim will slice and dice it in about 2 seconds. It's pretty wild. In fact, if you look at the S&Ps right now, we're at 2105, and this is a classic. This is a classic, meaning that we're testing the up thrust from this morning at 6 a.m. It's not going to make it. It's not going to make the 2107 level. We just made it up to the 2106.50. I suspect that's going to be it. And because if we look at, let's see, so, well, it's got 5 more minutes. We're at 28,000 contracts we're dealing with. Yeah, it's not going to make it. So check it out. We're dealing with 28,000 contracts on a 10-minute basis versus 112,000 contracts. So what you'd be looking for if you're going to sell this market, I'd be waiting 4 more minutes, and then you'd be looking for that in 4 minutes that closes under 2105.50. And if, in fact, you are basically trading the Nadex platform, folks, you might want to just get over there. And, you know, the best spreads out there to trade are the the U.S. Tech 100. I like those master spreads, the 80-point spreads. They're cool. In this case here, though, when you're dealing with this, that 20-minute indice, folks, on any of those. But if we take a look at watch this. If we take a look at the Wall Street, I take a look at the S&P 500 right now, because these things are wild. There's no doubt. And the way this is set up, when there's only a few minutes left, it's a beautiful thing. And I think we got 3 minutes left on these. 10:20. Okay, so on a 10:20, what you'd be doing? Let me see. Oh, this is wild, man. This is going to be wild checking this out. Okay, so on a 10:20, what I'd be doing here is this. Let's put this up here so I can show you what's going on here. So 2014. 2014. 2014. 2014. So what you have to figure out is this. You're figuring out that this is, it's a high-risk trade, folks, but what you're looking for is, I would be looking for ESM 5. Okay. So on this one here, where are we? I need time left. What time we got? Yeah, 17. Okay, we're good. So 210450. I'd be looking for a 10-to-1 deal. So under That's too bad that that one went. I'd be, oh, there it is. Okay, so you'd be looking for that one. So that would be 2103.50. I'd take that shot. Okay, so watch this. That's $92. There it is. So $92. That's cool. So check this out. This is how crazy this is. I just took an $8 shot to make $92. Now, granted, I only have 2 minutes. But if I get a close that is under 2103.05, guess what? That's it. Now, where I'm going with that, watch this. Now, this is pretty cool. And folks, these are addicting. So if you do these, you better make sure that you're in front of the computer. So what you have, where I'm going is this. It went over it. I suspect it was going to close under it, which it did, okay, in the 5 minute. Now, all that happens is that, okay, where's it going? Well, where's it going to me is that, hey, guess what? You had volume on the way down. That's where it wants to go. You failed on the way up. And the bottom line is that, you know, we'll see where this shakes out. Right now, we're at 2103. I'm right at it right now, actually. Now I got it, okay? So the bottom line is that you can see what just happened there. If this stays like this for the next minute, I just put up $8 and made $92. That's how that shakes out. You make $92 versus you pay 90 cents in commission. Cooking. It's a beautiful thing. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back. Dow right now is down 54. Nasdaq's off 18. S&P's down 6.5. You got gold up 480. We're going to be right back.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
You know what's cool? taking something that's good for you, something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
I got it. Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 43, Nasdaq's off 14, S&Ps are off 5. You have the gold contract up 460. Silver is up 7 cents. You get that. Let's go over the bond market. Let me pull this thing up here. Let's see where. Okay. The bond market, folks, out here is going to basically keep volatility inside this market, and you can expect a lot of volatility too. These bonds, these are moving quick. And for quick moves in the bond market like we're talking about here, that throws some huge problems. I'll put the TLT up, into large trading desks. The reason being is that the amount of leverage inside the bond market is incredible. You know, so if you're turning around and we're dealing, whether it's a 10-year or a 30-year, you know, large operators, folks, they'll put probably 1% up. That's about it. Bottom line is that you can leverage these things to the hilt, and when they move this fast, it's a huge problem. Now, if we go take a look at the TLT, what you're going to see, the TLT is the 20-year bond plus ETF structure. That right now is trading down $1.34. We're at 119.78. That is going after that 118.13 level. Yesterday we came down. We came down with some big volume. Yesterday we did 13 million shares. Today we're already at 2. That's setting up. You're going to do another 13, 14 million, and that's you know, we'll see whether this is going to be an ABC structure on the way down. You get an ABC structure on the way down in the bond market, man, oh man, it's going to be big problems. We go over to the S&Ps again. So when just so we'll go through that whole trade again. And folks, I am not suggesting that you get out there and trade 20-minute, you know, binaries. That's the bottom line. What you can do, you know, when I'm in front of a machine, okay, the bottom line is that when you put together, I can tell you this, when you put together the aspect of a trading plan and, you know, on a continual basis, if you understand and have and I book the Art of Timing the Trade, you know I do the exact same thing, okay? It's always the same thing. And what it is that you're looking for, what I'm looking for specifically is that I'm looking for test on lighter volume or heavier volume, and either they make it or break it. That's how it goes. That's the first part. The second part is actually more important. And what the second part is that you always have to have a number that you're looking for the S&Ps or the NASDAQ or the Qs to go to. That's what you're looking for. So the number out here today is the high volume swing low. That's all it is. The top side of it, you know, if you go through those 20-minute ones again, what you saw there is that you waited until it was like only 3 minutes left. So all you really needed at that particular point, which was really bizarre, is that I needed a point and a quarter. And so a point and a quarter, you can, in that scenario, which don't happen all the time, but the only times I do those is that when it's $10 or under, because then it's a 10-to-1 deal and you can be wrong 9 times. Yeah, that's what it comes. Well, you can be wrong 8 times, because what ends up happening is that 90 cents times 9 is going to be another $10, and that's a break even, you know. But the bottom line is, what I have found is that when you're close enough there, and you have the test, whether it's successful, because it's successful, by the way, too, you just go long, you know, depending what it is. Or the test may be down at the bottom, and if it's down at the bottom, of course, well, it's down at the bottom and it hangs in there, you're definitely going to go long. Now, let's see if we can get some of the higher volume stocks. This is what you have out here today. We got Delta Airlines is down $1.20. You got American off 35. Zion's Bank is up 183. Inside the Dow Industrials, some of the Dow stocks out here. We have Caterpillar's leading the charge, even though the Dow is down 48 points. Caterpillar is up, let's see, 79 cents. You have Oxy down 56. We have GM is up 16. We have let's see, Big Mac is down 17. Walmart is off 22. If we go look at Walmart slowly but surely is making its way down here, and that's going to be a big number, folks. If Walmart can't hold this $70.25 level, it's going to be a monster. The reason being, of course, is that was in a 12-year consolidation. 12 years. It got out of the consolidation for 2 years, but it's barreling back in it. And it is barreling back in it, by the way, too. You know, and you know it's going to be amazing. And this is always wild how this thing shakes out. You know, council charting, candlestick charting, you know, bottom line is that you get a monster doji at the highs. I mean, it's a big one, too. It's a 90 to 84 doji at the high. And that's a signal flat out that that thing wants to go south. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow's down 51. Nasdaq's off 14. S&Ps are off 5.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're like me, you see the world's emerging nations as a very real opportunity, as these countries and their economies are developing right before our eyes. And you can rest assured that Everbank has spotted this opportunity too. In fact, they have just released the second running of their 5-year Market Safe Futures Economy CD. This is a CD that could really deliver, but you only have until June 11th to take advantage. Consider the facts. If the future economy's currencies beat the US dollar over the CD term, you'll get all of the upside at maturity. And should they lose, no worries. There's zero downside risk here, as you get back 100% of your deposited principal. Don't miss out. The June 11th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN-CD for more information, including important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN-CD. Everbank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, we do 10 hours of live programming every trading day, 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. You can get all that programming right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. If you want to get Tiger TV, watch the video as well as the audio. The way you do that, just go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, you're going to see a little box that says devices. Hit that device. Then you're going to get the audio as well as the video. We're going to go back over to this Nadex platform for a second and have a little more fun here since, well, you know, this is where this always gets interesting too, folks, because what does happen is that I'm basically shot the NDX 100 on it, but what we also have is that if I go back into these 20 minutes, now I'm not going to do that until, so you get 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go into this baby again. And what I'm looking for all the time is I'm looking for a 10 to 1, a 9 to 1, basically. And which the market is helping us out here tremendously because now you're back at 2104.75 again. So 2104.75, the 2103.25. We'll just wait. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait and get as close to basically 1040 as I can. Because what's going to happen is that 2103.25, that's shaking out there at 91 right now, and we're at 05, so we wouldn't want that one right now. But that means that the next one is going to pop up, which is so watch this. This is at 104, and you're at 105. That's the one I'd like to see go to 90. That goes to 90 with a couple minutes left. And then that's, you know, the last one was an $8 shot for 92. So bottom line, there it is at 92. You got to love it. Okay, so we're at 106. But you just keep, you can see how, this is crazy. We must have had a spike. 108. Okay, cool. Oh, this is even better. So check this out. Let's go. Okay, so watch this. Okay, this we need fast fingers. Where am I? Let me pull that over here for a second. Okay, so now, oh, look at this expansion. Okay, so 1 second. So this is what's so cool about waiting too. Oh my God, this is sick. So ESM5. So watch this. This is really cool because now you're talking about a surge forward. It gets over the number. This is good. I like this. Okay, so watch this. It's a surge forward. But remember something. When you get a surge forward, right, what happens is it takes a lot of energy out of the marketplace, okay? I'm going to bang this baby right now. Okay, so you get the surge forward. I know that the volume is still not there on the surge forward. So right now we're at 107.25. And all of them, you know, this is what's so bizarre here, folks. All I'm looking for is a 10 to 1. That's, come on, pull it. I moved this thing too quick. Oh, boy. There we go. There it is. Okay. So now 107.75. I'm looking for 10 to 1. So I can do a 10 to 1 at 1. Oh, this is pretty sick. 106. So at 106.25, watch this. I keep moving these things too quick. Come on. 106.25, 107.25. What you need, though, okay, this is where this gets wild. 107. Yeah, I gotta move. You know what's going on? My Bloomberg is screwing this thing up. Okay. 107.25. What do I got left? I got 2 minutes left. Blow this up for a second. 107.25. 107.25. Well, okay, so at 108, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to go with that 107.25, and I'm going to be looking for the 107.25, and oh, look at that. It bounced all over the place. The 107.25, we just were at 90, but now I'm not going to get it. So what happened is this. It was at 90, but now there's a minute left. It just went out at 69. So until next time. Oh, well. Sorry, folks. That's pretty wild. Okay, so let's go over to the S&Ps themselves. We're up. We're at 2108. You got a surge that's going forward. The bottom line is that there's no juice behind the surge. So all that does is give everyone another chance to line them up again, folks. Pretty amazing. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Tiger's Den, great time to check it out. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You can test drive that. 1 month absolutely free. Inside the NDX 100, which is driving the NDX 100, even though it's down today, is that you get Wynn Resorts. That's up 276. Citrix, Dollar Tree. Driving it downtown, you have Biogen, Vertex Pharmaceutical, and NXPI. Volume-wise out here, what we have is this, is that you get the NYSE trading out at $1.70 inside the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is out there. The NASDAQ, once again, folks, has big volume. The NASDAQ, we're running 500 million already. That's a big number for basically, well, for 1 hour and 4 minutes into the marketplace out here. Gold, we got the gold stocks. The gold stocks are starting to move with some velocity. If we go over and take a look at Rheingold Resources, GOLD, Rheingold right now is trading at 73.45, and that aspect at the 73.45, what it's doing, which is really sweet, is that it's getting into the gap. Yesterday, Rheingold got into the gap, had some volume. Today, right back. Now, this is the classic, too. It got into the gap. It couldn't hold price. Had 57,000 contracts. I mean, shares. Today, we're at 73.50. We are into the gap now, okay? I suspect what you're going to see is that Rheingold's going to probably run another $1. It's going to probably eat the day of the 22nd. That's how this is shaking out right now. Now, that number, if in fact we get that, that's going to be a monster number inside the gold market. The reason being is that that's showing that you have another equity that is blowing by that downdraft. Now, what is really wild, which we don't own, okay, but this is pretty wild. I was looking at this yesterday. Newmont Mining, folks, okay, that has been a dead cat for 12 years, has some action in it. It's really pretty amazing, actually, and it's pretty cool. Newmont has come off the bottom, and it's building cars. It looks like it's building cars to get through that 27 area. So this is going to be a big number, and I'm trying to figure out, is it because they finally unloading unprofitable mines, or in fact are they basically hedging larger positions out there, and that's how they're bringing in some bread, you know? So bottom line is that what you do have with Newmont is that's building some decent cause, it looks to me, to get up into a much higher price. The markets themselves, what you have, let's see, the overseas, what we have happening is that DAX and the FTSE, they're trying to make a comeback. Bottom line is that they haven't got that far yet. I expect we're going to continue to see volatility all day long here. One way to look at this, folks, is that if you keep your eye on that U.S. dollar, bottom line, that dollar is dictating the selling in this marketplace. What is pretty wild is, and this is where the bulls and bears inside the gold market can make an argument, is that with the dollar down 1,300 ticks, I can see a bear making the argument saying gold should be up more than 450, and it should. The bulls in the metal market and the gold market can make the argument that you can't knock it down, and in fact, it's building more cars. So we'll see exactly how this does shake out. And I suspect when we say how it shakes out, I'm talking about right here, right now, in the next couple days. Because this dollar move downtown, I don't see this dollar move basically slowing down. It looks to me like the velocity of the dollar move is going up, and it's going up dramatically. We've done 66,000 contracts. You're off a penny and a third right now. And that's a big number, folks. That's a big number as that dollar is running into lower price. So the next 20-minute one, that little baby went off, and we'll sit there and wait. But what I did find out on that one right there, which was pretty cool, is that if I had that order in there at 90, it would have got executed. So that's good to know. So more so, I think you can. One way to do that is to pick the number that you want, even when it's not at 90. When we started that thing, that baby was at 80, which would be, $20 to make 80 instead of 10 to make 90, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot when you're at the probability business, and your odds of losing that are huge. Okay, so if you want to do the 10 to 1s, what you could do is you could put that number in when they're at 80. If they bang to 90, they're in good shape. You know what I mean? So. Different way to set that trade up, but with a few minutes left, it's not a bad way to set it up. Now, if we go over and we take a look at this, these surges, it's going to be, I suspect what we have here is that the next probably 6 months, 7 months, maybe a year, we're going to have some real trading here. And those opportunities, large consolidations. I mean, you're talking about an S&P this morning that we've gone from 109 down to 96 and back to 109, man, that is dynamite, folks. There's no two ways about that. What I'm digging big time right now, we're back up here with absolutely zero juice. And if you want to see how wild it is, this is the type of juice that we have coming back up here on a 10-minute basis. This we're at 208. Put this back. So. Each bar is dying on the vine. Last bar was 3,300, and right now we're 5 minutes into this bar, and this bar only is 1,200 thus far, folks. Okay, you're going to see a failure. We're going to see a failure basically right in here. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. No doubt about it. We take a look at the XLF, the financials. The financials that have just continued to hang at these highs, folks. The financials, again, rejected lower price out here this morning, actually have lower volume. The XLE, the energy market, different ball game when we do look at the energy market. What we have with the energy market is that little baby has been in this much larger consolidation. It's given it up on price, but the energy market itself, the XLE, is building cause, and the cause that's building is basically to get into the lower swing point out there of the 71. We're at 78 right now, and the high of that consolidation is 83. So 83 is up at your highs. You get 71 at your lows. And oil itself loves large consolidations. Large consolidations in the oil market, they just love it. That's the way oil likes to trade. Dow right now is trying to crawl back into the green. Right now, you get the Dow down 1, Nasdaq's off 2, S&Ps are flat. S&Ps are, Nasdaq futures are only down $5 at 4,515. This is a little replay of yesterday. So what you're going to see, you want to stay tuned to these patterns too. You get the operator whacking it down, bringing it back up, distributing more stock, whacking it down, bringing it back up, distributing more stock. It is just on a continual basis. And you got to remember something. Each and every time that the dips work, when they don't work, it's going to be a big problem. you know, but that's how basically trading goes. What we have had intraday here, though, this has been about the 47. Well, we start that at 40. I got to look at those 20-minute ones again. Big game. That is a big game. There's no doubt, Mitch. It's a beautiful thing. Let me see what's going on with these 20-minute ones again for a second. 1 second. So right now we're 208. I take a look at the 108. Okay, so 108. Yeah, see, we're way too far away from this is where it gets interesting. The aspect of how long you have left on these is crucial. So with 12 minutes left, folks, right? Well, this is what you have. At 12 minutes left, yeah, watch this. At 12 minutes left, to me, the risk is too high on these. Because at 12 minutes left, you still, okay, we're at, where is it? 108.50. So at 108.50, we're at 108.50. But if you go to 107.50 or 106.50, it's costing you $30 or, you know, or $35, right? What you have to do is you have to wait. There's a 1 minute left to 2 minutes left. Then you're only dealing with a point for $10. That's the way that you want to look at this whole setup. That's the way I'd look at it anyway, because it's a binary answer. It's yes or no. But what is cool is that, you know, depending on what your history is on getting in and out of S&Ps, or just getting in and out of equities, period, you know, to put $10 up and have a shot at 90 is not a bad deal. We'll talk about the NDX 100, because if you trade futures, folks, the NDX 100 spreads, and it'll be the master spread. It's the 80 spread that you want to take a look at. Dow right now is down 2. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are flat also. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow down 13, Nasdaq off 5, S&Ps are off 2.5, and let's take a look at this, because what we do have. So check this out. So we're at if I take this 10-minute right now, we're at 06.75 and 06.75. If I bring this up, I know I won't do this every day, I promise, folks. Let's see. 0675. I need a 90. So 0505. That doesn't work. Well, maybe it might work. Let me look at this for a second. So that's 0505. ESM5. Oh, 0675. Close this again. 0675. That's not worth it. This one is worth it though. I'm taking that one. So this one here, this is what the difference is here. Let's see. So that's 1150. I'm saying I risk 1150 to make 86. Okay, so we'll see what happens there. So that number is, I need where am I? 5. I need 2105. Now that's a further way down than the first one, and it has to do with, I believe I have, yeah, oh, definitely that I get 5 minutes. Now that's a little bit different, but I waited for that to get up to that level. That's what was happening there. The last time we had done that 0.05. Let me just see that. Okay, so you're at 86 right now, and so. What you're gonna now see, this is where this gets interesting. Watch this. I'm not gonna close this, okay? But you can see from where we already were, you're gonna see this thing jump around like crazy because we just hit 6, then we hit 5.75, and you'll see these things. They're gonna go from 90 to 60 to 50 to back up to 90, all over the place. Well, we'll see where it shakes out. I won't. Bottom line, it's at this particular point inside the structure. Of where I'm at, I'm still. I get 4 minutes to basically get 1 S&P point. So let's go, and don't forget, our man Mr. Basil Chapman is going to be coming up next, and each and every day, folks, when we, when we kick it off at TFNN, you got our man Mr. John Logan. 8 to 9, and of course you get Larry. I'm going to be up afterwards. Basil Chapman, our man Dave White. You get the option show out here from Thinkorswim. That's going to be a fabulous show out here today. We get Dave White coming back, and then, of course, we'll be back this afternoon. The Dow right now is down 16. You get the NASDAQ off 6. S&Ps are off 2.5. And what you can expect when we take a look at this, if we just take a look at the SPY for a second, what you're going to see is that you had the expansion down, and all the S&P did. So if you want to see how this shakes out, which is pretty cool, is that your SPY came back up. It filled the gap from this morning on an intraday basis, and basically, I suspect it's going to start giving it up again. You know, and you talk about a fill, 211.46 would be the fill, and we did 211.47. It's pretty sick. You know, so we'll see where the rest of this does shake out. But what I do expect you're going to see is that you're going to see more pressure as we come into the trading day out here. The DAX is basically dictating it, and the DAX. It's not that they're dictating our markets, but the DAX in Germany can't hold price, folks. It's Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Thanks for being here, folks. You have a great day, safe day. Stay right there, man. Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.